We skipped the video. That's okay.
Oh no.
No, it's all good. All right. Welcome to the Morning Brick, the best place for your Lego news, rumors, opinions, and discussions here at 10:30s and Atlanta Brick Co. TV. I'm your host, Mark. We've got Daniel here, too.
How's it going?
Normally we'd have a third person here, but Chris is busy working, and Joe is not yet back from his paternity leave, so
That's
he'll
right.
be here. Hopefully next week we'll see Joe return. I think I'll be here as well, so it'll be great. So, but let's before we get into our Lego lives this week, let's say hi to a couple people in the comments. I saw a couple friends there. We got Ben Cossey. That's a big brick. Yep, that's basically was gonna be our show and tell today, but Randy wants to buy it, so it's over in her desk area. Grumpy J is here, of course. T Valkyrie. Fazoom is here. Good to see you, Fazoom. Hope South Carolina is treating you guys well. We missed you guys, of course, but I hope it's going well over there. Look excited for you guys, and good to see you here. So.
I'm gonna go like the video before I forget.
Chris Dodson's here. Scott Schiller's here. And Scott Schiller also points out that no bear visit yet today. So I think
Huh?
in Oregon you probably have bears. So.
Has he been having bear issues lately?
Bear visits, yeah,
Yeah.
those can be a little hair raising if you're
Especially if
outside.
you've got small dogs.
Yeah,
or-
yeah. Or trash cans that you want to not get knocked
yeah,
over.
yeah.
Lots of stuff. So Brick Monvier, good to see you. And then BJ's here, Geology Joe, good to see everybody. Travertine, Ben Sutherland, yes, exactly. And then there's what looks like part of a comment here. There you go. Fall Equinox is here. Good morning. 116 degrees from Las Vegas.
Ew.
Oh my gosh, that's insane. And
Stay inside.
Kevin Foster's here, and Morgan is here as well. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to like the video, like Daniel said.
Yeah.
Any Lego life this week, Daniel? Anything you want to talk about? I know you were working on a
Oh
mock.
yeah. I'm sort of stalling on several projects. I'm getting kind of burned out right now, so I need to do a little regrouping and just get some projects finished and done with, so I can move on with other things.
Turn on some fast-paced music and
Yeah.
then get yourself going.
Every now and then you get in one of those states where you've got like so many different projects that you're distracted by the other ones and you can't just like focus on one and finish it because you
Yeah.
keep trying to bounce back and forth.
You're in that mode. I get it.
Yeah, it's that's not great right now. But let's see what else. I placed 2 orders to get the last 2 mini modular Ninjago cities. So I got one of them yesterday. I think the other one should be delivered today.
The whole collection.
So I'll have all of those.
Do me a favor and put them all together.
Yeah,
and put them on Instagram.
Once I get them all built, I'll put them together and maybe put them with my other mini modulars and do another post or something.
At least do a picture for me on Instagram so I can see that because I'm
Yeah.
curious how they all look in one scene.
They look pretty good together because like all the walkways and stuff line up like they should, and
Mm-hmm.
the little signs on the railings and stuff have a nice kind of flow to them. So I think when they're snapped together, it's gonna look pretty good together.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, so good news and bad news. You're a little bit.
A little both, you know.
Let's see. Quickly, a few more comments before we get. I go. Hello from the UK. My first chance catching you guys live. That's awesome.
Hey, welcome.
Appreciate you joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got Nally is here as well. Rainy and 67 degrees in Indiana. That's pretty cool.
67, I wish.
Yeah,
We're
Daniel
sitting
likes that cool.
At least 77 right now.
And then Todd
That's
is
pretty
here.
cool.
Good to see you, Todd. Hope you're doing well. And cool and foggy here on the California coast. Yeah, everywhere but here is cool. The mini modulars just straight up don't appear on Lego.com for me here in Australia. It's strange. Oh man, sorry.
Who's getting
Ben
hurricane
Cosby.
weather right now? Is that like in Texas?
That's got to be southeast coast is going to be kind of getting that kind of weather for sure. Love the neon green brick. Yeah, it's awesome. I was going to buy it. And then Randy comes
Swiped.
in, and she's like, "Oh, I love that! It's so cool!" I'm like, yeah, it looks kind of spooky. And I'm like, "Oh, man, and Randy, this would be perfect for you."
Yeah.
And so she's like, "I really like that brick." I'm like, "Yeah, here you go, Randy, take it." But yeah, so good stuff. Oh, boarding a plane now for Disneyland to meet my daughter for her birthday day. There you go. That's awesome,
Nice.
Morgan. Tell her I said happy birthday.
Wait, a plane to Disneyland? I thought Morgan lived close to Disneyland. No, I guess he's Northern California.
Yeah, probably
Central.
about an hour flight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Get up in the air and come back down again. But yeah, BJ's got one more comment. I got the new Lego Space logo magnet. You can wear it on your shirt like a Star Trek communicator. Wow! So a little magnetic backing. You could probably get this up there. So I could do that with.
You can put them on any. They come with a little stand, but I think you can just put them on a fridge or wherever else you'd put a magnet.
That's crazy. Yeah, very cool. All right. Well, I had some Lego life this week. I was trying to finish up the last few modifications to Tron. I'm still one big building away from having it all fixed to a point I can move forward on the rest of it. I'm starting to like my patience is wearing thin with trying. I'm like, I'm ready to be done. Want to move on to something else. Just a lot of black
You
tiles.
and me both. We're both kind of.
We're dragging
we're
on these
floundering
mocks.
here
Yeah,
this
exactly.
week.
It's going okay. It's not hard to build. It's just that I've been doing it for so long. I'm ready for a change. So. Anyway, but besides that, we'll be in Nashville this weekend, me and Steven, so we're looking forward to that. We will be gone. Daniel will be doing the Joy Building with Garrett. We could talk about that.
Yeah, I'll be doing that tomorrow.
And then you'll probably be doing a store tour on Friday if you have
Actually,
time as well.
let's talk about that now while we got a bunch of people in the chat.
Yeah.
So I'll be doing Joy Building with Garrett tomorrow because they're all going to the convention.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got we can do a poll as well, but I've got 3 sets I can bring in. Daniel's special sets.
Yeah.
Daniel's on the Joy Building. So we've got the 40 years on track employee exclusive with the little mini builds of the trains.
Mm-hmm.
The Lego campus headquarters corporate employee exclusive.
You're gonna build
set.
it?
Or shoot, I gotta remember what the third one is. Oh, the Borkum Riffgrund, the little boat that has the stilts that can set up the windmills.
Yep.
So either drop in the chat now or look for the community poll later and let me know which one you want me to bring, because I'm going to bring it in tomorrow for that, and I don't really want to bring all 3 in, so let me know ahead of time which one I should bring in.
Exactly. We can probably post a poll this afternoon and get that so people can start figuring out what the Lego HQ says. Todd, there's a.
It's good. It's like an architecture set, so it's a lot of little tiny pieces.
That's the most excited I've ever seen BJ. That might be the one that's
the rarest of the 3, because the other ones were regular. Well, I say regular employee exclusives, but
Nally is blown away by the sets you're mentioning. Yeah, it should be a good one, so definitely make it.
I've had them for a while, and I've just been saving them for a special occasion to build.
Normally,
it's more fun to do it with other people.
You're not the normal cast of the Joy Building, but the reason we're doing it is because we're all gone, except for
everyone's
you and
out at the convention.
We would have loved to do a mock talk or even a tank battles, but we're just all kind of in limbo right now. So after that, next week should getting into our regularly scheduled program, which should be very exciting. Anyway. We've got lots of Lego news to talk about besides just our own store news and Lego Lives.
It's a pretty good week.
I kind of want to start with the Christmas stuff. I got it. Normally we spend a lot of time talking about what we're going to talk about. I've got it all in an organized list here, so we can just go down the line.
We could talk more about what we want to talk about, because I think we're going to talk about Lego news, Lego rumors.
Exactly.
Our opinions on the news and rumors.
Mm-hmm. All at Atlanta Brickco TV.
At Atlanta Brickco TV.
Yeah, exactly.
At 10:30 a.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
Like and subscribe.
All right. Lego Winter Village.
Let's see. We already talked about our Lego lives. At the end, we might.
You're overthinking it, Daniel. Overthinking it. All right. Winter hot air balloon ride. $100. 1,400 pieces. October 1st release. Nice and in time for Christmas. Hot air balloon, winter house, post box, and Christmas tree. What do you think, Daniel? I think this is going to be better than the last one.
What was last year's? Was last
year's
the
lodge?
The ski lodge, yeah. So I like the sound of this initially. It's something interesting. It's something different. My only concern is I think one of the less popular Winter Village sets in recent memory was the one with the trolley, because the parts were divvied up into too many discrete separate builds.
Yes.
So there were 2 smaller buildings that were really just kind of facades. Then you had the whole trolley, which was... Did it include the power functions, or was it just made to integrate with it or something?
I think you could put an engine in it, but it didn't have one in the set.
Yeah. So that would be my only thing to watch out for with this one, is if the things are spread out amongst... So we've got hot air balloon, winter house, post box, and Christmas tree. Mm-hmm. So hopefully the house is substantial, and the hot air balloon is more like a side build or the primary build. I don't know, but but hopefully we won't get something that's too divested with the parts amongst a bunch of small builds. Unbalanced.
I think that things like the post box and Christmas tree are easy to do at relatively small scale,
and they've done those time and time again. So it's good to see those.
Hot air balloon, it could be gigantic, or it could be like a little friend's hot air balloon, and there could be nice,
it could be one
simple.
of those ones with just those big molded shell pieces, and it's really not that many parts at all. So, I don't know.
Winter house totally makes sense to me. Hot air balloon, I'm not 100% sure on as far as a winter village thing. I see that as a summer activity. I could be wrong, but it's interesting. So I'm sure people will like that, or they'll be not so happy with it.
Definitely a different one.
Yeah. Smaller Christmas sets, of course, too. We got a Christmas table decoration for $40. That almost sounds like a botanical.
It does a little bit. I'm imagining something more like, I think we've seen a couple times, like a wreath with some candles in it, something like that.
Yeah.
I'd imagine this is something similar to that.
Christmas ornament selection as well for what looks like $13. That's an interesting price point and parts count there. So.
It's probably something like the hand grenades
Yeah.
gift with purchase that was there a while back.
Yeah. Oh boy. Santa's delivery truck. So that is a $20 set. Looks like.
This could be nice for $20.
Now that's kind of the price point I would expect for a gift with purchase. So I'm wondering if that will end up evolving into that. We'll
Could
see.
be. I don't think they usually include prices with that
Yeah.
in the rumor lists, but it could be like a gift with purchase with the Winter Village set. I don't think that would be out of the question.
Maybe.
I like what they've been doing with trucks lately. So
Mhm.
like think the moving truck that came with the Jazz Club, or there was like a hot dog food truck.
Yep. The
that
little
came
blue
out.
food van.
Some
Yep.
of those have been really nice builds. You know, I've
Mhm.
gotten them either as gift with purchases or on the aftermarket or something, and they're really solid builds with nice techniques and nice colors. So if this is a well put together set for $20, I think it could be really nice.
Yeah, this could be a great addition to the Winter Village scene that you might be collecting. So
For sure.
very cool. A few other tiny polybag information. This is all from Bricklicker, of course. We got a Crater Red Plane and City Police Off-Road Buggy bundle. Does that mean they're just
A
like
buggy bundle.
a buy one get one
Rubber
free
baby buggy bumpers?
buggy bundle? That is a weird two combo word there. Is this what's the deal on this, Daniel? Is it that
I don't know. I've never seen them do a bundle gift with purchase, but presumably if you hit that threshold, you get both polybags.
oh, it's nice. They must have had a bunch of extras. Those are
I would assume so. I mean, they're not ones that I've personally seen in stores, but I'm sure they're out there.
mm-hmm. And then the Sweet Shop, which we had talked about earlier,
Yeah.
$200 spending limit. And is it part of the Amazon Prime deal? Because the information's a little bit hazy here. But yeah, July 16th to the 20th. That's coming up soon. So
Well,
see.
the Lego Amazon Prime rival deal. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure because this was originally rumored for either July 1st or July 9th or something like that, and it keeps getting delayed. So I wonder if there's some Prime deal going on Amazon later in the month that Lego decided to shift the release of this to try and compete with that. I'm not sure exactly what that language means, but that's my best guess.
Yeah. It's going to be happening probably in these dates from July 16th to the 20th.
Yep.
Look forward to that. $200 though is a pretty steep.
I'm not looking forward to it. Are you really looking forward to it, or are you just saying
I'm
something
just
to
saying
fill the audio waves?
something positive about it.
Um,
I think it looks fine. It's just $200 is a lot of money to spend to get it.
I can't get past what Chris said last week, which was that this one in particular, the Sweet Shop, it looks like a fake Lego thing you would see on
Yeah.
like Temu or
Oof.
Wish.com.
That's the biggest insult you could get. Yeah.
It really looks like that to me, and I can't get past that now.
It's been ruined for you, Daniel.
Not that I was gonna get it or like it to begin with, but like that's just that little earworm is stuck in my head since he said that
Oh,
because
no.
I really agree.
Oh dear. Anyway,
That's what it looks like to me.
moving on from these small and disappointing gift with purchase sets, let's talk about some nice Technic here.
Boy.
You got the Mercedes-Benz G500.
Oh no. Oh no.
I call this the G-Wagon.
Oh,
but
no.
what, Daniel, you're all.
It's the reddish orange parts pack.
Oh,
I
you're
hate,
right.
I hate reddish orange. I hate it. It's
This-
coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere.
Daniel, this is gonna be your least favorite set ever.
Probably.
Oh, my
2020, was this 24, 25? This is probably later this year. I didn't
This
get
is
a
a
date for this
September or October, I
one.
think.
Yeah, probably later this year. I don't have a date written down
I'd
for
have
it,
to
but-
double check the date now.
Now, at
Now,
least they're all Technic parts and not system.
there's some slopes in the front of that hood.
Mm.
This is I think it's a great looking build. It does look a lot more Technic-y than some of the other ones because it's so boxy, which I like. And the color is weird though. You're right. I didn't realize that was the new orange. I thought it was the.
It's a fine color. I hate the fact that they chose it to fill a color slot.
Yeah.
This could have been so many other substantially different colors.
I'm
But
still-
this, in the right light, it's like, it kind of looks like red, kind of looks like orange, kind of looks like dark orange. It just looks like other colors already.
Yeah.
I've died on this hill many times. I'm just
I think
not going to keep beating it
I
dead
think
for
the G-Wagon is rarely this kind of very bright orange. I would say this is normally a black or white vehicle or even silver.
Right, which
so
the Speed Champions version was. And that's a great set. There's
Yeah.
some really nice parts in that. You even got some of that, what's the gunmetal gray? The pearl dark gray, like
Yeah.
basic plates and stuff, which is really nice.
Yeah. Well, I think Technic fans will enjoy this one. There's a lot to like about it. It's just that that color some of us are more bothered by than others. Yeah.
Just me.
And so speaking of color, the next big Technic set that's coming out, I'm guessing within the same time frame, is the big McLaren
Yes.
P1. I think the build looks really sleek and smooth. It reminds me of the older Porsche models, which are some of the best Technic sets around.
Hmm.
The color is interesting though, because again, the McLaren P1 is typically like black is a pretty standard color. I think bright yellow is also a standard color, so this is more of a kind of that Wally yellow. I think I'm
Hmm.
not sure from the lighting.
Yeah, it looks like bright light orange to me.
Yeah, so it's and, people were commenting and saying, "Why is it this color yellow?" So I think it looks just like the car itself, though. So that's a big plus.
I don't hate the color. I like it. I think it's good that this line of supercars is pretty much all differentiating itself in colors. So if you have all of them and you line them up on the shelf, at least I think they're all different. I don't think there have been any repeat colors in those.
Yeah,
So I think I think it's nice to see something substantially different.
hmm
Maybe Technic builders will get good use now that there are a lot of bright light orange Technic pieces. I can't say there probably have been too many of those already
Probably not.
at this
Yeah,
point. So not that I think a lot of people are probably buying a $450 parts pack, but you never know.
you'd be surprised. Some of those Technic builders are a little crazy.
Yeah, but it at least means in you give it 4 or 6 months, they'll probably be on bricks and pieces. So
They
the
exist
fact
now.
that they're making new parts and new colors is always nice, and the fact that this is a new color for that line of supercars, I think, is also good.
Yeah, people were also commenting online on Instagram. I think this was from the Exabricks Lagogo, whatever it's called.
Hmm.
He had the for the windshield, not the windshield, the headlights. There's a little tooth fang piece
Hmm.
that hooks around, and that was people were saying those were some really good NPU from the designers. So
Yeah, is that the one from like one of those blade packs from like
I think
Ninjago
it's just
or
the
something?
older horn piece, like the medium slash large
Okay,
horn
yeah.
piece, because there's a small one from the Viking helmet, but that one's the next size up, I think. So really cool. Yeah, looks good. But that was our Technic news and also our Christmas news. Let's check the comments really quick. Not much of a car guy, but man, I love Key to Orange as a color, so good. Yeah, I do like that color. It is nice to see more pieces in that color as well.
Hmm.
That's a McLaren corporate color. Oh, okay, there you go.
Oh,
That's
that's a
the
good reason.
McLaren corporate color.
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
reason.
Would have been better had they done Transformer sets with Technic vehicles. Ooh, I don't know, Fazoom. It would have been sturdier.
Interesting. Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Or at least integrated more Technic into the limbs.
Exactly. And Ben Cossey says, I've bought $450 parts bags. You're
Yeah,
the guy,
well,
Ben.
yeah, you're the king of parts bags.
You're
Ben.
the guy. Exactly. Mhm. Exactly. I wish they made it sand purple instead of dark orange. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other cool
Sand
colors.
purple. Get out of here with that.
I don't think they'll bring back sand purple anytime soon.
No.
Can't wait to see y'all in Nashville this weekend. Absolutely, J Miller. We'll see you there. All right, moving on. Let's talk about some Star Wars, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it.
So this came out earlier, later last week, quite a while ago. But we should talk about it. I don't think we talked about it last week.
We've seen this, Mark. This is that Force Awakens
Yeah.
Knights of Ren shuttle, right?
This is where all the Knights of Ren come in. Yeah,
No, terrible set. It's all hollow on the underside.
exactly. It's just a kind of a box, a rectangle with turbines strapped to it. Now this is the Onyx Cinder, which is from the Skeleton Crew show. That's yet to come out on Disney Plus. And you've got this diverse cast of characters down the bottom. The little elephant guy is a little creepy to me, and we've talked about him before.
Yeah.
What do you think, Daniel?
So this is fine. I don't know anything about the character. We haven't seen the show or anything. The only thing that I think has people concerned about this is if they try and use this head for the Max Rebo that's going to be coming out in the UCS sail barge later this year. That's got some people worried because this little guy has a pretty different looking head. But it would be surprising if they made 2 separate molds for the same species in the same year. So hopefully it's not gonna be the same one. I don't know. He's a little weird looking, but maybe that's just what he looks like in the show. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, this little guy looks more like an elephant, and Max Rebo had more of an anteater look. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda,
If
yeah.
that makes any sense at all to people
Yeah.
from my perspective. So
This one looks like it's probably younger than Max Rebo. He's got bigger eyes, so I'm sure probably a younger
smaller
version of the
ears.
same,
Yeah.
of the same species.
Yeah, interesting. So that's some interesting conjecture there. But the ship, it looks a little plain. Maybe this show will wow us all, and we'll want to get this set.
Well, so we were joking about the Knights of Ren transport shuttle. This one does have a substantial interior and underside, so it's not going to suffer from that that same issue, as it should. It's $130 for 1,300 pieces, so a good price per piece count, and I think it's going to have plenty of play features inside. It's not going to have that same issue as the Knights of Friendship.
Yeah, I think that the selling point for me though is whether the shows really catch my attention or interest, and so like The Mandalorian, I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons and parts of the third season of The Mandalorian. So I've collected some of the sets. If I enjoy this show, I will really be going out of my way to get this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. There's a bunch of other Star Wars news though. Here's the kind of conglomerate list here. Star Wars January 2025, so quite a ways out now. But
Star Wars always leaks first.
yes, Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, which is I don't think something we've seen before.
Not Starfighter. We've been getting a lot of Jedi Starfighters
Yeah.
recently. We have not seen an Interceptor in a while, so it'd be
Mhm.
nice to maybe get a updated build for that they could potentially color swap for other ones in the near future.
Absolutely.
And presumably we'd be getting one of Ahsoka's astromech droids with this, which would
Yes.
be nice, which hasn't been updated since the Clone Wars version.
Wasn't there a little traitor droid? Is that the one that I'm thinking of, the Clone Wars version?
It's the dark red body with the white head and the lime green.
Oh,
tag.
okay,
So
okay.
That's Ahsoka's astromech.
That's a different one.
I don't remember what its designation was,
Mhm.
but I think this could be a nice little set. We've gotten Ahsoka minifigures recently, so I don't think there'll be anything crazy on that front. But I think to
Yeah.
get an updated Interceptor model will be nice.
Mhm.
$45 is kind of crazy
A little
for this.
steep,
though. Yeah. I was watching Ryan's video about this, and I think he was saying the last one was like $30. This is like a $15 increase over the last Jedi Interceptor, so
Oof.
hopefully there should be a side build or something with this to justify that.
Or some fabulous
Or some
minifigs.
extra minifigs.
Yeah.
Maybe some bonus side characters.
Mhm.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
It's
It's probably going to be a while before we get pictures of this. So
Exactly. Clone
get
Wars.
cozy.
Yeah, Clone Wars fans rejoice. We got an ARC 170 in the
Yes.
chat here. This could be a $69.99 price tag, but this is a vehicle that they should probably make a lot more often because it's one of those. It's a fleet vehicle. It's a very popular one.
I always forget we have gotten 2 different versions of this set before, so this will be the third interpretation of it. So $70 is a good price point, but I imagine it's going to be pretty downscaled, just given the modern design language of using smaller parts to get more detail. I think it's going to be downscaled a little bit.
Yeah,
So,
it won't be as big.
yeah, by weight of plastic, I think you're going to be getting probably less, but I think it'll be a really tight, really solid build probably for that $70.
They could absolutely knock it out of the park with what they're able to do nowadays with Lego set design. So, fingers crossed. I know that people will be excited for this regardless. So, buildable Grogu and Prom.
golly,
Yeah, and his little egg that he flies around in. Did we need this? I don't think we needed this. I don't know. I think the age of baby Grogu is past. What do you think, Daniel?
So here's my take on this, which is sort of unique. Lego is perfectly justified in doing this. The last buildable Grogu set sold like hotcakes. They were everywhere. They were in Costco's for cheap. They were in Lego stores. They were in Targets. They were in Walmarts. You could get it anywhere, and everybody bought one, and everybody built it. And then what happened? They got tired of it, and they traded it into us. It sold well, which is great for Lego, and they don't care what happens after that. But the set did not have any staying power. People didn't want to keep it. People were buying it as gifts for non-Lego fans and people who are not really into Lego. They bought it. They enjoyed it for a while. It probably got dusty. They got tired of it. They wanted to get rid of it. So I don't know if this is going to suffer from the same issue. I wouldn't be surprised if it does. It's a little more expensive than that one. So I'm sure the Grogu will be a little more downscaled because that pram is probably going to eat up a lot of parts. It'll depend on how they build that. It's a very egg shape.
That's a tough thing to build, yeah.
I don't know if that's going to be all like sculpted out of bricks or maybe some larger panel pieces like those, like the space dome pieces or the Friends camping, dome pieces.
It could be anything, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what parts Technic. However, I feel like this may suffer from that same issue as that last one.
Yeah, this is the one I'm the most worried about from this lineup.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It could be amazing, and we all want to get it. So
I think the buildable Grogu will look fine. They've proved they can do it and make it look good. I don't think it's going to suffer from Chewbacca-itis, but I think it'll look fine. But I'm just worried about the staying power of it. There may be a lot of those in our clearance bin in our future.
Yep. We've got Flounder and Carbo chatting about different Star Wars sets in the chat. Good to see you guys. Rob Claxton is here as well. Thank you guys for joining.
Keep
Um,
Daniel out of trouble. No, I'm gonna have to keep you out of trouble, Fonder.
exactly. But so there's more sets on this list. Of course, we got a midi scale acclimator, which is a $50 set, and I actually pulled up a picture of this
Yeah, good.
so that we can understand what it is. It is a Clone Wars style ship. It looks like the Venator, but it's a little smaller, I think.
Yeah, and it's just sort of a large wedge shape. So I'm not super happy about this. What do you think about it, Mark? Do you have any strong opinions?
I think Clone Wars fans will enjoy it, but this is a much smaller niche than a Venator. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like you have to be really into the Clone Wars to want this. So I
Even-
think there are other ships that could have done better than this.
Even amongst the Clone Wars fans that I've seen chiming in about this, everyone's like, okay.
Why this one? Yeah.
Right, why this one? So I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't know what the relative scale of this is to a Venator. I can't imagine that this in MIDI scale would be in proportional scale to like the UCS Venator or something like that.
It shouldn't be.
So I don't know what their justification for this is. Most people I've asked about this have been like, yeah, I kind of remember it. It shows up like a couple times in the background of other scenes.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand what Lego's motivation for this is. Star Wars conspiracy theorists will say that it's Lego Star Wars sabotaging themselves by releasing Clone Wars sets that nobody cares about, so they don't sell well, so they can't justify making more Clone Wars sets.
That sounds very conspiracy.
It is, but that's the way Star Wars fans think.
Yeah. Everyone's out to get them. They know it. Yeah.
I hate to be ironic in this way. I probably will end up getting this one just because I'm probably looking to have a complete collection of MIDI scale sets.
Mhm.
I'm not really a completionist on a lot of currently retail sets lately, so that's just one I'll, at least it's only $50. Let's just put it that way.
That's true.
It was the same with the Invisible Hand. So.
Yeah. I think they haven't done a Star Destroyer in that scale, have they? The new
They
MIDI
have
scale.
not redone the Star Destroyer. They haven't done the Venator. There's a lot of other ships they haven't done. It's kind of interesting, the ships that they're selecting. Some of them are better than others.
Yeah.
I was surprised they did the Invisible Hand instead of like the Malevolence or something
Yeah.
like that. So I'm sure. I think there's already been rebrickable models for adapting like the Invisible Hand into the Malevolence. I'm sure it'll be very quick that there will be rebrickable models for adapting this Acclimator into a Venator.
Yep.
So, the people will make what they want, but it's an interesting choice from Lego.
Yeah, weird. One that I think is a little bit better is the Home One at $69.99. That should be pretty cool. What do you think about that one? The more, rebellion ships.
Yeah, this is great. This is a perfect choice. I think it's one that Lego has not done already because it didn't really fit into any other scale. I think UCS would be too clunky, and there's not enough love for that ship to justify it in UCS. I think play scale would be really hard to do. So I think this will be nice. It's an odd shaped ship. It's very bubble shaped with
bulges
lots of
and egg
warts
shapes.
on it.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how they do it in this smaller scale. But I'm pretty excited for this one. I think this is the better of the two for sure.
Yeah. And then, so looking forward to that one. That one should be good. Mando's N1 Starfighter. This is a 4 and up set. So that's, I'm not excited about that one at all. And we've already seen this set done pretty nicely in play scale. So
Yet
shouldn't
it's
have a
the
problem.
one that I'm seeing more and more people talking about than a lot of these other ones. Everyone's, even in our comments just a few minutes ago, everyone's talking about, is it going to be the Mandalorian's one or is it going to be the classic one in the yellow? Why do you care? It's a 4+ set. You're not going to buy it. It's a 4+ set.
Exactly.
I don't know. Everyone seems to be questioning about whether this is going to be the classic version or the Mandalorian version. I don't care.
I'm almost positive they wouldn't call it Mando's N1 Starfighter if it wasn't going to be the Mandalorian.
Some of the rumors have not included that, so I think some people weren't sure. But yeah, I don't care either way.
Anyway, on the YouTube news front, you mentioned M&R Productions earlier when he was talking about these sets, but he also, this kind of blew my mind, is he has a review of Jedi Bob Starfighter. This came out yesterday. And he has the set. They have not released official pictures of the set. No one else is allowed to release official pictures of this set, but he has a full review talking about the minifigures, the set, and he enjoyed it. He thought it was a little bit expensive, which I mean, yeah, maybe that's a point to be made, but it's crazy. So you can go watch that on his channel. Definitely recommend. I'm excited about the Jedi Bob figure. I think it's cool that it's different from the old one in many different ways, but it still kind of carries on the legacy. What do you think about that?
It reminds me of like some of the Lego movie characters like Benny, where they've like made it look like he's the original figure but has like wear and tear on him. So like obviously it's not old old dark gray. It's dark bluish gray. But he's got like some wear on the print and like some dirt on him, and his face has like some chips and things in it.
Scratches.
So I think that's a really cool way that they've brought this character back through this. This show is the perfect venue, for the perfect avenue for it, because it's got that same idea of like this is a physical thing, right? It was a physical minifigure, but now he's been brought into the story and into the lore. So
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool way that they've done this. For sure.
And he's actually Jedi Bob too. On the set
Right.
box and everything, they've embraced the fact that this has a name. So
The original name for the character was just Jedi Knight. It was the fans that named him Jedi Bob. So the fact that they're leaning into all of this and embracing it is a really positive thing.
Exactly. And then following up on that, we have Solid Brick Studios, another big Star Wars YouTuber. He has the Dark Falcon review, which they just released pictures for, and you can now pre-order.
I believe he is a LAN member, as far as I know, so he probably got that one sent.
He might have gotten this one sent to him. Either way, I think it's crazy that people are already reviewing these sets that are hopefully coming out soon. Pretty crazy. So
yeah, he's got the same shelves as me.
Yeah. I mean, you got some nice shelves there, Dan.
He bought the corner unit, though. I don't like that corner unit because you lose too much space in the corner.
Exactly. He actually didn't like the Dark Falcon. He thought it was just going to be a big dust collector, so it's interesting. Pretty harsh review on his part. But so some overall good Star Wars news. A lot of things to look forward to. Some things to roll our eyes at when they do come out. But, I mean, overall, I think it's a win. There's some good scales. There's some good ships, good sets and figures to look forward to. So 2025 should be good for Star Wars. But
did you get the message board?
I did.
Let's talk about that.
You want to talk about that? Let's do the last good news before we move on.
Okay.
Looks like there is some more Marvel.
We're gonna end on the bad note.
Oh yeah, we're gonna end on all the bad news.
Okay, we'll start with the good one. Then.
Yeah, Lego Marvel 2025 Captain America: Civil War Airport Battle, $100 ish. This is very more vague than some news we've seen.
This one was not from as credible of a source, so maybe you take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, this could be a good set. I find it interesting that they're always going back to those classic Marvel movies that everybody watched instead of. I think they're trying to find that new footing. We'll see if they get it. So.
Yeah, for sure. We'll see what this next wave of movies brings.
Anyway, which one do you want to end on?
Dealer's choice, Mark.
Okay,
the lesser of two evils.
Let's get into the bad news. This is the travel moments.
Oh no!
Build together sub theme. This is
the Flat Earth Battle.
So if you believe in the Flat Earth, your prayers have been answered because Lego agrees with you. They officially have recognized the Flat Earth view. No. This is the Lego Masters set, which makes me even more sad.
Which who was it? Was it Corey?
Corey, I think.
Didn't even realize that it was the Lego Masters set.
Yeah.
You know, we were talking about this and how it's part of the new like family sub theme thing that they're trying to do. Mm-hmm. And I said something about like Christopher and Robert, must have worked on this and had their input in on it. And Corey went, "Wait, that's the Lego Masters set? It's unrecognizable."
Yeah. First of all, the plane is like maybe 7 inches long.
Yeah.
And the map has been put into this huge like platter of a build when we already have better maps. We have the better world map and we have the better
globe. Which can hang on the wall like you would do with a map.
The globe is infinitely better than this. It looks way more realistic even though it's round.
Both of them had the same benefits. You could put pins on them for the places you've been.
Oh my goodness.
And they felt the need to do it a third time.
Yeah, and they added the little photo holder background. I'm not really a Polaroid guy. I don't get it. Get these really terrible little builds on the bottom.
For the little, like the airplane, like the baggage cars, I guess is what those are supposed to be.
You want to drive by tractor and trailer?
Yeah.
No, and there's a little RV and a little, looks like maybe a train. That's so crude of a build. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, okay, maybe not. Maybe they're not the baggage cars. Yeah, I think it's like an RV and like a camper trailer kind of thing.
And there's a little boat on there too. This is rough. Ugh. I don't know. I'm not feeling it at all. I don't know how much say Christopher and Robert would have had in the set at all. They probably were just like allowed to share some of their insight for their original build, and then the designers took it from there. I don't know. Yeah. I'll see if hopefully Duck Bricks will have some video content on this at some point. He can talk about how much he had to say about it and how much he could work on it with the designers.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully for his sake it was very little because I don't like this build.
Yeah.
And it's no shade on them. I think they had a great build on Lego Masters.
No. I know, even Lego designers who work for Lego are subject to a lot of restrictions and, design changes and things. So I'm sure Christopher and Robert had that, tenfold. So
Yeah.
they may not really have gotten a lot of say in what the actual product would look like, because Lego had to make sure it was able to stand up to the marketing tests or whatever they do. But I don't think this was it.
Yeah.
I would have rather seen a $150 or $200 set, like a city plane that just uses that big prefabricated wing piece,
Yeah.
but actually have the detail in the fuselage that was in the Lego Master set, like with the little beds and the little like chains that make people go around.
Yeah.
I don't think this is it.
Not feeling it at all. And let's see if anyone in the comments agrees with us here. Doug Fricks rolled in his Lego basement.
Yeah.
Good morning, Ryan. Oh no, came into this day. Yeah, exactly. You arrived at the wrong time, Intensbrick. Sorry.
Yeah.
Planes, trains, and fail-mobiles. Yeah, exactly, Fazoom. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is over $100. What was this, 150?
I didn't get one written down.
I would
Let me see
say,
if I can find it.
think 150 was the price I saw, but it could be wrong. Please enlighten, not frighten. Oh my gosh, Scott, that's amazing. Yeah, the Flat Earth Battle Pack. Oh no, worst
What's
of
it
the
called?
year.
Family travel memories or something?
Yeah, family travel memories. Travel moments. Lego travel moments.
122 euros. $150.
Yeah, $150.
August 1st.
Anyway.
Yeah,
We're all not excited about that. Yeah, what? Over $100? That is a crime. Everyone should boycott this set. I don't think anyone's going to have to boycott it. They're just not going to buy it, Carbo. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Moving on.
It doesn't do it for me. I'm sure there will be people who buy it.
We got other bad news. We've got what is this? The message board.
Oh yeah, Rich, you were just in time. You got the two best sets of the day.
This one really got Intense Bricks' goat the other day. We have a chat with him, and he was not understanding this set at all. And honestly, this is not for any of us here talking or him. There might be people watching this stream that this might relate to, but.
We had the text leak which said that the name of the set was Family Message Board. So I think a lot of people were expecting something maybe with printed tiles or something that's easy to like pop and change out so that you could like leave messages to your family or like make a grocery list or something that's very easy to change. This is not. You have to put a lot of parts into each letter, and then you're going to arrange them to say something, and then you're probably just going to leave it that way.
Yeah.
So the way I put it in our chat with Rich was, it's not grocery lists, it's live, laugh, love. So I'm sure Karens and moms everywhere are gonna buy this and hang it on their living room walls.
Instagram moms, yeah, exactly. Oh boy.
Oh, it's about the aesthetic, not the utility.
Yeah, they don't have live, laugh, love on the box, but I'm sure
there was one that was very close. Shoot, what was it? One of the lifestyle photos had, I think it was like live, lol, love.
Oh no! I was
like, oh god. Oh, they didn't even get it right.
They missed the mark so bad. Okay, anyway, no, there are people.
I think that the Danish like don't quite grasp that phrase and like the exactness of it. The first time I went to Denmark, I stayed in an Airbnb, and I think they knew that like probably lots of like Americans or whatever were traveling there, and they had one of those like stickers on the wall, but I think they were in the wrong order. It was like. Love, laugh, live, or something. I don't know. It was just funny. It was like, okay, you're close, but you don't quite have it.
Yeah, no. So there are going to be people that buy this, but I think that for a lot of people, this is a little bit too parts heavy for what it is. This doesn't seem like a great deal when you're building a letter that is what looks like 50 pieces. It's like, what are you doing? This should be way more easy to assemble and simplify. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what I think this has better than the Flat Earth set?
What?
It's going to be a good parts pack. A lot of nice wedge plates, a lot of nice dark tan parts.
Yep. Exactly. Ben Cosby, we didn't even have to ask him.
It's a good parts pack, Ben. It's a good parts pack.
It's a decent parts pack, my man.
Yeah, good curved parts, dark tan, a lot of wedge plates. It's a good parts pack. I didn't even see Ben's comment, but I agree.
Snow battle pack, yeah. Build, destroy, rebuild.
Yeah.
Home your bricks, where are? Exactly.
Home your bricks, where are?
Live, Lego, lugs. Yes, exactly.
Our family fun love at home. The age-old adage.
It feels like AI generated at this point.
Yeah.
No, that's our terrible news to end on for today. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Dina? We already talked about our streaming schedule.
Yeah, I believe that's it. So it's gonna be me and Garrett tomorrow. Let me know which of those 3 sets you want me to bring tomorrow. We'll post a poll so you can vote there later. We'll probably do that actually right after this stream. So go to the community tab to check that out. But it's the 50 years on track, the little mini scale trains. It's got like the monorail and the I think the Emerald Knight is in there. The Borkum Riffgrund, which is like the boat, and that one's got more play features. It's got like stilts that can go up and down and build the offshore wind farms, and then the Lego Campus HQ, which is the probably the rarest of the three, but it's more of just like a basic architecture set. Lots of little pieces. So let us know which one of those you want to see, and we'll post that on the community tab here probably in a few minutes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Daniel, for your thoughts, and
Yeah.
sorry to subject everyone to those last 2 cents. Hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday. We will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye-bye, everybody.
See you, everybody.